This is an old flash drive that's long since lost its case, and I just thought I would hack it and mess about with it. And the idea that came to mind was to put it in a mould and cover it in concrete and see if it still works when it's covered in concrete. But then I think it'd be quite nice to have a USB stick made of concrete. So if we plug this in, it's got a blue LED at the end. Don't really like blue, so I think I might take that off with the soldering iron and put some wires in there, maybe put a green one on there, so that when it's set in concrete, the LED probably won't be visible down this side in any case. So I might put the LED up here so you can see it when it's plugged in. So let's have a go. Let's make a mold and make a concrete USB drive. Okay, so step one there, I've got rid of the blue LED. I've just put some trailing wires here so that I can mess about with this when it's in the mold. And there we go. So that's a nice little green LED instead, which is really much nicer. Making preparations now for my project to put the USB flash drive inside a little block of concrete. So I've got a soup pot here that I'm going to mix a small amount of concrete in. This tube here, this plastic tube, I'm going to use as the mould for the concrete. So the flash drive I'm going to somehow suspend in here so I can fill it up with concrete. And the flash drive itself I've started preparing. So what I've done here is the LED, I've flattened the top with a file because I want it to be flush with the edge of the concrete, if I can make that happen. And also I've put some general purpose glue over the chips. I'm trying to protect the connections of the main chips here and prevent water getting underneath and getting trapped under here when I immerse this all in concrete. But I've never done this before, so this is a completely new experiment for me, and we'll see if we end up with a fully working flash drive at the end. This is what I've come up with. I've got the USB drive squeezed in between a couple of wooden sticks here, these kind of stirrer sticks from coffee shops, and so it's dangling in the pot now. I hope you can see that, so it's not touching the edges of the pot. I've tried hard not to make it touch the edges of the pot because I want the concrete to flow all around. And the LED I've tried to make touch the edge of the pot so that it's sticking out through the edge. I hope that's going to work. And so we'll go with that. We'll mix up some concrete and try and immerse this memory stick. I had been planning to mix up my own concrete with sand and cement, but as it turns out I had this. This is called postcrete, which is already mixed, so I'm going to use this already mixed stuff that I had lying around in the shed. And with this postcrete all we need to do is add some water and mix it in. So let's start doing that. Try and get some of the lumps out of it. I want it to be quite smooth, really. It's quite a warm day, so this will probably set quite quickly. More water, I think. It's quite liquid, but I feel that's a fairly good consistency. So, pour it into our mould. Okay, so that did set really fast actually, so that's quite hard now, quite difficult to work, but I think I've got enough in here. I hope the top's going to settle a bit more. It's not really very clear at the moment, but we'll see. The concrete's dried now for my flash drive setting concrete, so I'm going to try and get the mould off now. Try not to injure myself while I'm doing it. Okay, there we are. Actually, the finish is not too bad. It's quite smooth. I stuck the knife in there, which is a shame, but there we are. Okay, so I'll just clean up a little bit and then we'll plug it in. The moment of truth. I can't hear any sound from the computer, so that's not really a good sign. Let's see if it's drawing any current. It is not drawing any current. Oh, well, that's a shame. That is a shame. So it's quite a nice finish, but unfortunately I've killed the flash drive by encasing it in concrete. So that's a failure.